It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. Fifth season quarterback, but Greg just his second as a starter, waited his turn, and had a really good first year as a starter.
Took a little while for him to get his chance to be a full-time starter, but once he got that shot, he's just never looked back. I mean, Mike, think, he's always had that powerful arm. He can push the ball up and down the field and make every throw imaginable. But that time he spent on the sideline, I think it ended up being a massive blessing in disguise. He was able to work on his game from a mental and technical standpoint with no pressure to play. And now he is reaping all the benefits.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love to throw on 1st and 10. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On the ground, this is the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. He is in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Parker Washington. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Jacksonville comes out with the former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback. 6'6", tall and talented. Greg, hard to believe, already is season 4 for Lawrence after his days at Clemson.
The Clemson product, he entered the league a couple years ago, Mike, as one of the best quarterback prospects we've seen really in the last decade. And it's easy to see why. When you put on the tape, right, his physical skills, his arm strength, they jump out at you. But now, if he's ever going to reach that full potential, he has to start placing an emphasis on protecting the ball. Get rid of the bad. There's so much good in his game. Don't let it be overshadowed. That's been the biggest knock of his career, and if he can change that, the sky is the limit.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And that one is intercepted. Jair Alexander picks it off. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll get this close to a 1st down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the 1st down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Now Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, Love. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the 1st down.
He'll go play action with Love. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. That's Darnell Savage up from the secondary to make the stop. Third and 9. From the gun, it's Love. The right side, catch made by Dobbs.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Packers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense about ready to get going on their second possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Kirk is the motion man. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Second down and 3. They'll run it once more with ETN. Not much there, a yard or 2 down to the 48. Evan Williams is there for the stop. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the 1st with ETN. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are on the board. It's now 10-3.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Love. This one up top for Dobbs. That is caught, and he will score. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers move out in front by the score of 17-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jaguars offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Lawrence. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. It's 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
This run straight ahead for ETN. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's ETN. He's to the 10. And they are not going to catch up. He's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the 1st quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him. They face second down and 7. Now Love. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's third down and a few inches. Throwing is Love. He's got a man. That's Watson.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
In motion, Reed. Now Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Here's Jacobs. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Love to throw it on first down. This one is caught by Reed. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now, faking the give. He runs with it. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 17-10 is our score. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Now a 3rd and 2. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Love to throw. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Here's Love. That is caught to the goal line and in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Packers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
McManus on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers move out to a 24-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Bigsby to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On the draw, the give to Etienne. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Davis heading in motion. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. He'll find the rookie from LSU, Brian Thomas. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Nice play here by Thomas, and I think the biggest thing that he does, Mike, is his ability to get vertical, track the ball, and then go up and compete at the highest point. And I can tell you, when quarterbacks can throw that ball anywhere on the field and just feel like their guy is going to come down with it, they don't have to be necessarily as accurate. They don't have to necessarily always be perfect. The wide receiver allows a much larger margin for error, and it's a big reason why he led college football last year in touchdowns.
And stretching it out toward the sideline, but the defense gets to him. He'll be taken down for a loss.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
They'll run the draw with Bigsby. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Now here's Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Kirk is the motion man. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. Good blocking, and he's in. Christian Kirk, touchdown Jaguars. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Jaguars back within 7. It's 24-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll run with Jacobs. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Love. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
The Jags offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. And now, after the quick change, following the interception and the return, they're going to try to pay it off with 6. It is 1st down and goal. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight. Pass rush is getting home. Back-to-back sacks.
Back-to-back sacks back him up. What's going to happen now on 3rd and goal? Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Little on now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars will tie this game at 24. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Love to throw. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. In motion. Reed. Off the play fake. Here's Love. This is taken in by Dobbs. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He's got it at the 3. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will go up by 7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Bigsby to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Davis going in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's ETN. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. On 1st down, it's Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. Love to throw on 1st and 10. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Give him 13 on that screen play, and a 1st down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. There's that man again, another catch. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection, and this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least, got to come away with some points.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jordan Love, touchdown Packers. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
McManus on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Lawrence now. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Love. That one knocked away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And that's going to be incomplete. But now a marker comes flying in late behind the line of scrimmage. Might we get a roughing the passer call here? Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. It was the Packers' leading man, quarterback Jordan Love, who turned in a solid performance in that first half. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Bigsby to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Back to throw. Lawrence. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Second down, Lawrence. That caught by Davis. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third down, 3 to go. Here's Lawrence to throw. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. They get 15 on that game. First down, Jacksonville.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
First and 10. Kirk is the motion man. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's going to air this out for Davis.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man, it's Davis downfield. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On first down, Lawrence. That'll be caught along the sideline. Good work there.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence now to throw on first down. That's complete to ETN. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? They send a receiver in motion left. Lawrence. His throw left side, taken in by Kirk. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. To the right on the run, it's ETN. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. Ho-ho! He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. They'll try to set up the screen here. Here's 3rd and 2. In motion, Reed. On 3rd down, they go with Jacobs. Heading outside, going to be close. It's going to depend on the spot. But they're going to mark him short, and it is going to be 4th down.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. And deep to return, that is Parker Washington. This one, fielded out beyond the 25. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Davis heading in motion. They look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll get to the 40 on a short gain. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. Ingram able to get open, makes the catch. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Quay Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Lawrence. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now here's Lawrence. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Again, they give it to ETN. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. They put Strange in motion. He'll try and run with ETN. And waiting, no signal. He did not. No, he did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Jaguars are able to get it back within a score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On play action, Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Love. Right side. Catch made by Dobbs. And he will get into the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. To throw is Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 3rd and long. Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off, and now here in the 2nd half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
That complete to Jacobs.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and 5. Back to throw is Love. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Packers.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Running is Jacobs. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
The man in motion is Watson. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. A pass taken in by Watson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will extend their 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Bigsby to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll run it once more with ETN. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third down and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Here's Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is a great example of the game within the game. You're going to hear the offensive line and the quarterback. They're making what they call a Mike declaration. It's not so much that that's who they're responsible for, but it sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. But in this case, the Mike was the one who came, so clearly either the running back missed his call or the offensive line didn't do their job, because either way, somebody has to have him accounted for, and instead, they take the sack.
On comes the Packers punting team. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. There's that man again, another catch. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. To throw is Lawrence. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Got his man. It's Kirk. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. That caught by Davis. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. That's quickly out wide for Kirk. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
In motion comes Thomas. A first down throw for Lawrence. This one hauled in by Thomas. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Jaguars are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The man in motion is Watson. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Open is Kraft. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Love to throw on 1st. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
What I loved about this play, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker before the ball was snapped. We see so often they get antsy, they start tipping the blitz, and then the offensive line and the running back is able to pick them up. But in this case, it didn't look before the snap like he was going to come. He times it perfectly. Nobody accounted for him, and he records the sack.
A 2nd down throw for Love. That's Dobbs open left side. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. This one up top for Dobbs. And he will score again. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
McManus on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Bigsby to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jags offense and Christian Kirk getting set for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. First and 10. Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Davis going in motion. On first down, Lawrence. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Receiver in motion, going right. Second down, Lawrence. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. 17 yards, the gain there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
Open man is Davis. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Play action now. It's Lawrence. That's complete to ETN. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's into the end zone. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Nixon on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
He might have a new name on the back of his uniform. Remember, Mike, back in July, he went from Allen to wanting to be referred to by Hines-Allen. But with all that being said, he is still the same dynamic pass rusher he has always been, and he is a handful for any offensive line, and this time, he gets in there for a sack.
This a must-stop for this defense, facing third and long. Now Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Jaguars offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Lawrence now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Important moment here, third down and 4. Lawrence now. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. A pickup of 44 yards. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now, first and goal. They'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. Now, here's second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Trevor Lawrence Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Pivotal moment here for the Jaguars. They're going to go for two. Lawrence. That's caught. So they get the two-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick. Not much of a chance.
Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to an E. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.